So one of you guys recently wrote in and told me that you'd like to see an episode where I introduce you to products for makeup artists, beginners. So if you're new to the field and you have a fairly moderate budget, but not too, you don't want too expensive products, then this is the right place to come and see what I think you will need. The first thing I'd recommend to any new makeup artist is a moisturizer. This is a very lush ultra facial cream by Kiehl's. It would work for really any skin type, but it's more for the type that does need a lot of hydration. You then need a primer, just in case you need makeup for long hours, like brides or extremely long commercial shoots. This one is an oil-free foundation primer by Laura Mercier, but again, if you find any other brand like MAC, etc. or Bobbi Brown, that should be good as well. We then have Benefit's Pore Professional. This is just to reduce the appearance of fine lines and enhance pores. So really, you just have to take a wee bit, and it's literally like a balm. You just massage it and you can feel its mattifying texture smooth and even out the skin. It feels like silk. Then we have something called MAC Fix Plus. Now a lot of people think that this is a fixer, which means keep makeup sprayed on and lasting long. No, it's not. Fix Plus is more a hydration spray. So you spritz it onto your face before makeup if you like it to receive pre-hydration, or anytime through the day just to refresh your face because of the beautiful smell. Or it's a finishing mist, which means if you want to just add a little hint of dewiness to the skin where you've got too much of compact, which looks like a powdered wall as it were, and you want to change the texture to make it look more skin-like, then you take something like a Fix Plus and spritz it like so, 4 or 5 pumps, and you just feel, you can feel the freshness of the product, and you can see the texture change to something dewy. So this is something I really love. MAC's Brush Cleaner. Now I have tried other brands as well, but I find that my natural hair bristles don't agree necessarily with all brands of makeup remover, but Sephora works, or MAC is my favorite because of the pricing. It's 500 and something or 600 rupees for the big bottle. Lasts for really like quite a long time. And then finally there's nail polish remover. I like these by Color Bar. They're not, you don't need a cotton pad or anything unless you're using a very dark color. But for most colors, you can just dip your finger in, hold it there for 5 seconds, allow the pigment to break, swirl it about and pull it out clean. Moving on to foundation. Every artist knows that you need different kinds of foundation for different kinds of skin types. For example, if you have dry skin, you might need to use something that's a little creamier with more hydration and emollient. If you have oily skin, you might want to use something like a compact, which is a powder product. I'm going to suggest a few liquid foundations, which is my favorite, cream foundations, concealers and powders. I'll start with something that's easily available in India mostly. It's a Polish brand called Inglot. This color I usually use on Caucasian skins. This is an AMC cream foundation in LC400. If I can allow you to zoom into the product, you can see the blue pigment within this product. Now that really mimics, all of the foundations have these. They're super milled. They tend to separate, so you need to shake it up and then use it. But what it does is it mimics the nerves and the veins, the blue and the green nerves and the veins under the skin, and really camouflages that. So I really love these products. You must give it a go. This is LC400 for Caucasian skins. You could mix this with various combinations, and you know, so if you have an off chance with somebody with white skin, then this is a good product to have. In the same range, we have MC100. This is for a really lighter Indian tone, you see? Not too yellow, but it's nice for warm skins. Then there is MW105. So MW5, I'll place it next to MC100 and show you what it's like. Yeah, it's quite different. See, one is very yellow and one has more pink in it. So the latter one has more pink in it. Then we have MW109. Now this has got to be, okay, this is quite yellow, you see, compared to 105. So 109 is quite yellow. Then there's 112. Which is the most orange. So I don't think that's very likely to be used as often. If you wanted something deeper by Inglot, which is still affordable, you could go in with this Ysm Cream Foundation range. Now this would be for somebody that's a little bit lighter than me. I mean, I could use this on myself. It wouldn't really look out of place. Ideally, if for someone with a little bit of a lighter tone than I, maybe 1 or 2 shades lighter. Alternatively, you could use the cream foundation in this bottling. This is number 33, which is exactly my skin tone, I'd say. It's beautiful. I can't find any fault with the product. It's fantastic. Or number 31, which is a little lighter than 33, almost close to the product before that. See, this is far more creamier. The other one was more liquid. I do have a few more liquid foundations. This is called Skin Foundation with an SPF of 15 in the number 4.5 Warm Naturel by Bobbi Brown. Now this one is for lighter skin tones, and number 5 in the shade name Honey is deeper skin tones. You see the difference? It's quite beautiful. This is for really light pale skin, maybe someone like an Alia Bhatt sort of complexion. And then there's this for the regular warmer Indian skin tones. I have 2 cream foundations by Bobbi Brown, which are the same families as the one I last showed you. One is Warm Honey and the other is Golden. Very similar, but cream foundations are good for mature skin, elder skin that's a little older. You can see the texture is really creamy. It's got a lot of emollient, it really slides, provides a lot of hydration to dry skin. So that's something that I really like. My favorite foundation for the body is MAC's Face and Body Foundation. Now, mind you, you can also use this on the face. However, you have to know that the more you rub it in between your hands or against the skin, the more palpable it becomes. The consistency builds and the coverage builds. So you can almost feel it thickify in your hand and you can see the coverage building up. So this is a really nice product if you want to, you know, use some foundation on your arms or legs, you're wearing something short, showing some skin, on your décolletage and your midriff. Good product to have. I tend to mix this with Victoria's Secret Pink Luminous Body Bronzer. They both together have a beautiful glow. The final thing I like is concealers. Now this palette is by Ben Nye. They call it the Foundation Media HD palette, but I use it as concealer. Why? Because I think that the coverage that it has is quite similar to a concealer. It's like a light coverage concealer or a medium coverage foundation. So I use it as a concealer. It has from the lightest light to the darkest dark. I really quite recommend this palette for makeup artists. Other than these, I just happen to have 3 concealers in my kit. Creamy concealers by Bobbi Brown. They are Peach, Light Peach and Dark Peach. Light Peach being for really pale skins, Indian skin tones that is. Peach being just about peachy like most Indian skin tones, and Dark Peach being for somebody that's lighter than me but still a deeper colored skin tone. Now to set those foundations and concealers, we all need some loose powders. Loose allows you to use lesser product. If you're using a compact, which is a tightly pushed together powder in a compact, that would mean that it allows for more points of contact and therefore more coverage when you apply. So I like loose powders because less is more for me. This one is a white transparent one, it has no color. This one is number 217, which is a yellowish tint. To contour the face and add some shadows and sculpt the face, you need bronzing powders. I always recommend bronzing powders that are a grayish brown as opposed to a reddish or an orangish brown. So you do not want something that looks too orangey or golden, but you want something that looks more brown and earthy. I like Laguna by NARS for when it's a lighter or a medium Indian skin tone, and then I use Casino when I want to deepen the contour, add more shadow, or contour lightly on dark skin. To fill in the brows, there are a lot of things you could use, but I like this compact for the brows by Shiseido in the number GY901. Comes with a brush, which I've lost, but this one's great for most brows. And if you want a very defined sort of brow, then you want to go in with something deeper that's not black, but a dark brownish gray. It's a really good compact for the brows. And next week, I'll bring you something even more exciting. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like and share the video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. You could also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. The handle is @eltonjfernandez. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you again next week. Take care. Lots of love. Kisses and goodbye. What I'm going to do now is section off from the ears, the back of the ears, to the top. Priyanka's got a lot of hair, right? I'm going to section that off. Section this side off as well, from the back of the ears to the top. Okay, so that's going to be your bob length at the front.